Welcome to Things to Do Monterey. I'm the Arc Lady Diana Guerrero, your host to finding the best things to do on the Central Coast of California. So this week's theme is utterly amazing, but before I tell you stories related to that, let me get to some of the events that are happening on the Monterey Bay Peninsula this weekend. So for Friday, if you're arriving early, you have a few events that you might want to hit. The first Fridays are always my favorite. This month we've got the Monterey Museum of Art in Monterey, California from 5 to 7 p.m. where you can enjoy art, some wine, and some music. Get more information at montereyart.org. It's also First Friday in Pacific Grove, California. That event runs from 6 until 9 p.m. It is always a good time. Look for the green signs to see what studios are open. You'll find a bunch of different businesses open and live music all around town. So visit firstfridaypacificgrove.org for more information. So this weekend, we're also having a 49th annual Next Generation Jazz Festival. This is a favorite among some of the locals. It runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, events start at 7 p.m. On Saturday, there's 11 hours of opportunity. And on Sunday, the event runs from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. There's over 1,200 students participating in downtown Monterey near Alvarado Street. Get more information on this event at montereyjazzfestival.org/NGJF. Okay, and then finally, you won't want to miss these events from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday in Monterey at the Monterey County Fairgrounds. It's the Home and Garden Expo. So if you're a local homeowner or just want to enjoy the beautiful fairgrounds, visit MontereyHomeShow.com for more information. And then, of course, there is the Good Old Days Street Festival and Fair. It's the 62nd in Pacific Grove, California, off of Lighthouse Avenue. That event runs from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. on both Saturday and Sunday. But here's the secret that nobody told you. There's a parade at 10 a.m. on Pine Avenue. That's just a few blocks up from Lighthouse. So fun for all. It's a great day to spend with family in the quaint little town of Pacific Grove. So I'm sure you're wondering what the utterly amazing story was. If you've never visited the Central Coast of California and the Monterey Bay, you might not have been aware of the southern sea otter. These are marine mammals found on the surface of the ocean. You can see them out in the kelp forests near shore, diving and grooming and sometimes napping. They actually wrap themselves up in the kelp to keep from floating away. Well, right now we have a lot of babies and some of them are being weaned. And so when I took some groups out to Point Lobos, which is known as the crown jewel of the park in the United States, we had the good fortune of seeing a mom and a baby. If you've never heard a baby otter scream, well, the voice travels and it's a little distressing because you want to know what the heck is going on. They're a little dramatic when they're being weaned. Mom will dive down to pick up some food and come back up. And the babies don't like that when they lose sight of mom. Then eventually, as they become juveniles, they will start to dive. And mom gets a little bit of peace and quiet. Now, where I live in Pacific Grove, there's an area I like to call the Otter Nursery. That's where as many as 11 otter moms have been at one time weaning their teenagers. So maybe some of you parents can relate to that. But what is really fun about when they do come, teenagers tend to play together. They romp and they tumble and they roll and then they suddenly remember, oh, I'm hungry. Where's mom? Let's go get a snack. In the meantime, moms get to eat in peace. So it's quite amusing to just sit there and watch them. Now, how do you know they're otters and where are they? You usually see them in the bay from Monterey Harbor down past Pacific Grove, Pebble Beach, Carmel By The Sea, and then down into the Big Sur area. They often hang out near shore and in the kelp. They're an animal that you can see at the surface of the water. They move pretty fast and they're pretty big. They're 45 to 50 pound animals and they're furry. That's why people think they're utterly adorable, right? But anyway, keep your eyes open. Sometimes people have a hard time distinguishing the otters from some of the bull kelp, but the secret is they tend to move and they tend to dive. So enjoy your visit and enjoy the wildlife. And one last thing, be sure to visit thingstodomonterey.com for additional tips and hints. And don't miss a session. Be sure to subscribe.